Namaste, hello and welcome back to another video on Hamsavahini, Vajraasthra. I'm Awhona and today's video is going to be about my winter seasonal reading project, which is called Winter Starlight Reads, which starts from the 1st of December and ends on the 28th of February 2025. And I'm really excited about it because it's going to be a 90 days project. So on this channel, you can expect winter theme based reading as well as readathons, which somehow come up to the winter based themes upcoming for the next 3 months. So I'm really excited to share all the themes that I've decided to read books on. So if you are curious to know what sort of themes I have tried to include in this reading project, do please join me further in this video. So now let's deep dive into the 10 different themes that I've come up with. So the first, I do have all of this written over here, so I will be referring to it as well. So the first theme is called the Silver Spindle, and this is all about spinning winter magic with an icy enchantment. So for this theme, I'll be reading winter-based middle grade books, winter fantasy books, winter books which have winter magic in them, and also fairy tale retellings which have winter as a setting. So I do have a collection of books which perfectly fit within this particular theme, so definitely quite excited about that. The second theme is called the Yuletide Tree. The Yuletide Tree, and this is all about marrying the traditions of the Yule as well as the Christmas festival. So for this particular theme, I will be reading winter rom-coms and Christmas books, or those books which have Christmas in their title or which are Christmas themed, and also winter-based books which are all about family, but they are light-hearted. So the next theme is called the BlueFire Galaxies. Now in this theme, I will be exploring science fiction as well as space opera, which have a cold, distant and a lonely theme or a concept. So for this particular theme, I will be reading books which have stars or galaxies on their cover, or books which have a blue color cover, or books with ice as an extraterrestrial terrain as a setting, or which has a frozen lands. Of course, it will be extraterrestrial, but they are the terrain is absolutely frozen, or which has ice or water in a different planet. So that will be quite exciting because there are many books which do have these themes, but I need to choose them. So in case if you do have any recommendation for me, do please leave that in the comment section below. I would really love to hear from you. And the next theme is called Frozen and Haunted. So this is all about winter gothic, as well as, in fact, it's not just about winter gothic, but anything which is gothic and anything which is set around late autumn to early spring, along with winter, of course. And also haunted definitely refers to anything which has hauntings, especially in the cold season. Now, my next theme is called the Silver Stag. Now, the stag spirit usually represents a cross-dimensional journeying for development. So this particular theme will have books which are intersectional, and they will be basically historical fiction. So not necessarily any historical fiction which is connected to winter, but mostly historical fiction which does include some winter theme in it. And there is a winter family series which I have by Lulu Taylor. I'm not sure if you can see this. This is the entire theme. I will try and see if I can include another clip which will actually showcase this. with Winter Folly, and I have this sitting on my shelf for the past 3 to 4 years, and I really need to get to it. So I decided to start it right away. So of course, this will be a main feature of this particular reading project. So that was the 5th theme. Now let's come around to the 6th theme. So my 6th theme is called a retro vintage winter, which I'm quite excited about. In fact, I was trying to go for the new genre which is upcoming, which is retrofuturism. In fact, it has already been there, but I was trying to deep dive into it, but then I did try to hold my horses and go for retro vintage winter first to see how it goes. Now for this, I have a massive book which I'll try to work my way through, and it's called The Big Book of Female Detectives, and this has been edited by Otto Penzler, and it's absolutely amazing. So this has got around 74 stories, and it has stories by Mary Robert Reinhardt and Agatha Christie and Sarah Peretsky, Laura Lipman, Sue Grafton, and Joyce Carol Oates. I really love the introduction, which was really very witty. So it reads as, "Move over, Sherlock Holmes, and make way for the sharp-witted, quick-thinking women in these 74 hand-picked female detective stories. Whether calmly unraveling intricate murder plots on a long-distance train ride, staying one step ahead of their male counterparts at Scotland Yard, or bamboozling bad guys in the city's underbelly, these women always get their man. And because sometimes being bad is good, there's an entire section devoted to female fatales and wicked women, the uncatchable nemesis and sources of obsession for some of our favorite male detective characters." So quite looking forward to this. It's actually enormous, and if you check, this is how the print looks like. So I'm going to take my time for this, but I'm going to start this December, and probably it's going to extend till late till 2025, but let's see how far I get from here. Now, the 7th theme is called Hearthfire and Classics, and this is pretty self-explanatory. So I'll be reading classics, which we love to read during the winter time, sitting around the fireplace. Of course, I'm in a place where there's nothing called a fireplace, but anyway, I'm going to be reading classics by Charles Dickens, Elizabeth Gaskell, as well as Wilkie Collins. So really looking forward to that. And the 8th theme is called Winter Forest. Now, for this particular theme, I'm going to be reading 2 genres of books. One would be, this is not exactly a genre, but it's all about shapeshifters and otherworldly spirits. So we'll have stories about shapeshifting foxes, vampires, otherworldly beings who disguise themselves as humans and create chaos in the human world. So it's partly gothic and partly otherworldly, but not necessarily horror. There could be romance in it as well. And the second genre would be, of course, dark mythology based books. Now the 9th theme is called Frosted Snowflake, and this is completely dedicated to culinary books. So Christmas is a time when baking as well as food is something which really brings the family together. So this was a perfect time for getting all those culinary books which I own, culinary fiction books I own, to give them all a good head start. Of course, the ones which I've not read. So I do have an entire collection, an Amish collection of books, which are all based on bakery. And I also have other culinary fiction, which may not be winter based, but yes, there's a lot of family values, and it brings family together, etc. So the last theme is called Winter Seamagic. Now this is not necessarily winter based, but I just wanted to include some sea fiction in it as well, because I happen to have a huge collection. And for this particular theme, I will be reading voyage-based books, books which have pirates in them, island books which I have not been able to complete, which I may have started but not been able to complete in 2024, or which I intended to start but could not get to. And of course, those which have elements of sea magic in it, and marine shapeshifters, as I like to call them, like mermaids or sirens. And I do have a few books of mermaids as well as sirens, which which are duology or they are a quadret, and I have not been able to get to them at all this year. So I'll try to get to them and try and see if I can complete the series so that I'm ready for new sea fiction for 2025. So those are the few themes that I will be reading my books on, and I do hope you liked all the themes. Do let me know what you thought about this video, if you liked them, and if you would like to join any of join me in the reading of any of these themes, do let me know in the comment section below. And with that, I will be wrapping up this video. I'll see you soon with another video next week. So till then, take care, have a good reading week ahead, and namaste.